walk you guys over there, huh? Walk you guys over. Welcome to Hub City Homestead. My name is Ruth. Join me and our family as we raise our chickens, grow our garden, and try out all the things that make a homestead. We live on a small property, so we're going to do homesteading small. Welcome to Hub City Homestead. I've been lazy. I haven't been filming like I need to. So we are going to get off our duff and we're going to get to work. And I want to make pumpkin pie from scratch. If you remember, this past summer we grew our own sugar pie pumpkins and had several of them harvest, and so we cooked them up and put the stuff into vacuum seal bags and put them into the freezer. And I have one that I've been thawing. I was supposed to make it for Thanksgiving, and here we are 2 weeks later. So we're going to get that out, and we're going to make homemade pumpkin pie. Welcome to Baking with Deanna. We are starting our pumpkin pie by making a delicious all butter pie crust. All butter pie crust. I will put the link for this recipe down in the description. It comes from ohsweetbasil.com. We are going to start by placing 2.5 cups of flour into the bowl. We're going to mix in 1 teaspoon of sugar, which she's already measured into the measuring cup, and 1 teaspoon of salt. That's alright. There we go. Mix those together a bit. You could probably use your pastry blender for that if you really wanted to. Yeah. Just kind of, you get them mixed together. So it's nice and beautiful. Okay. And then we are going to add a cup of butter. It's technically supposed to be unsalted butter, but I never use unsalted butter, so yeah. Okay, the unsalted butter should be very cold and cut into 1/2-inch cubes. And using a pastry blender, if you've never seen a pastry blender, what Deanna is using there is a pastry blender.
Sticking in the pastry.
It's kind of stuck on there. You just gotta keep pushing it through. And you blend until the butter is cut to a pea size. Pastry blender does a pretty good job. If you need to get it smaller, you can always grab a fork.
Like if there's individual little pieces.
Yeah, to get some of those bigger chunks that sometimes it just depends on how fast you're going and how much you turn the bowl and all that sort of thing.
If you don't have a pastry blender, just
yeah. If you don't have a pastry blender, you can use a fork or 2 forks. According to the recipe, you can use 2 forks. I guess you're using both hands to do it. Yeah. Like that. All right, I think you're good. So the next part of this recipe, we have 8 tablespoons of ice water that need to go into this, and we just add the water. Do you want to let Kaylee put some of that in while you stir? You probably need a spat, like a wooden spoon, like a bamboo spoon. Yeah. So you need to put in 2 tablespoons. Why don't you tilt the bowl? We're gonna tilt the bowl so you can fill up the whole spoon. Yeah, like that. There you go. No, you gotta make sure you get the full.
It's hard when there's
No ice.
no ice. It's hard with the ice. You'll feel like the ice would melt.
Maybe we need to take the ice out.
There we go.
There we go. 1 and 2. And Deanna will mix those in.
The chunks of butter will help make the crust flaky when it bakes. Really good.
And you're going to add this just a few tablespoons at a time, stirring gently until the dough is just coming together. And to test that, you do it by squeezing the dough in your hands until it holds together.
Get more? That was 6. Yep. Might be more than that.
We'll see.
I added a little bit more.
Yeah, we'll just... I mean, she's not necessarily getting a full 8 full tablespoons
Yeah.
either, so...
That was it.
We're gonna need more.
So why don't you show how you test it? So if you
Test it.
grab some,
Grab some.
squeeze it
Squeeze it
together.
in your hands, and it should.
Is it coming together, I think?
Coming together, yeah.
I think,
I think.
you know, if you feel like you ought to do 1 tablespoon
maybe
more.
one more.
Yeah, do just 1 more because they weren't full tablespoons.
Yeah.
And then I drink the rest.
I'm gonna drink the rest. But I think you're probably good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So the next thing we do is we take our dough. Actually, yeah, we're gonna want to lay out a piece of plastic wrap just on the counter.
Butters on it.
Yeah, it kind of does. It's that upper part, but it's not.
The sharp middle.
Yeah.
It's just-
Okay, and then we're gonna smash the dough together into 2 balls. You'll want to do that in the bowl.
Oh, are we gonna wrap it up separately, or we're probably gonna need 2?
Yeah,
Since we're doing
sorry,
2 separate
yeah, probably two, because we're doing 2 balls. So this dough recipe is enough to make 2 pie crusts. Okay, so Deanna is gonna squeeze this into 2 balls. Yeah, kind of separate it there.
I'm kind of gonna just set a whole bunch on, and then
Squish it together.
squish it together and tighten it with the plastic wrap.
That's fine.
It is so crumbly though. I feel like maybe it needs a little bit more water, but I don't know. There's a lot of powder. It's just
Well, let's get it squished together. And then we're gonna wrap that into the plastic wrap. Make a ball. Yep, there we go. Squish it real good. Oh, sorry. Squish it real good into a ball with the plastic wrap.
twist it.
And then this sets in the fridge. Yeah. Yeah, go ahead and put it in that piece. And then this gets set in the fridge for 1 to 2 hours, up to 2 days. To allow it to kind of solidify. So here's our ball. Yay! We make our second one, our second dough ball here.
I want to.
Push it.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
That piece was really small.
Yeah, and it kind of tore a little.
Yeah. Get it all squished in there and get into. Yeah, I think they might be all right. We'll find out tomorrow when we finish our pie dough or our pie crust or pumpkin pie. Okay, and those go in the fridge. All right, so these chicks are 6 weeks old. Technically, they'd be old enough to move outside. We're so nervous because it's cold at night and the teens. But we want to get them out to get more sunshine. So we're going to do what we would do with vegetables. And we're going to harden off the chicks. And so we've got a coop all set up for them and a run out in the sunshine. And we're going to get them put out there so that they can enjoy the outside a little bit more. Let's walk you guys over there, huh? Walk you guys over. Ivan were over here and Tom just kept lightly tugging on his wing feathers. And then he would like turn around and she would just stand there like she was doing nothing. And it's like, are you teasing Ivan? Charlie has really red skin. Hey, come open this up for me. Yeah, they're really pink, aren't they?
I think they said yes.
Do you guys want to come and play in here? Here, do you want to take one and set them in there? The other thing I'm working on here is I've got a bunch of roosters that we're going to harvest. So we're trying to get the roosters we're trying to do rooster posse again. But I've got to do it within the limits of the space that I have. So we've got the door open in between these two runs. So right here, that door's open, and we're trying to push all the hens to that side. Go in there. They don't want to move over here or something. They're having a hard time doing that, some of them. So we're going to keep trying to do this so that we can have all the hens on the other side. I'll put the roosters on this side. And then if we need to, we will move, we'll cover up the fence so they can't see each other very much. I don't know if we'll be able to do that. But, a lovey. So anyway, looks like I've got one hen left that needs to come on this other side. Come on! Come on! Do you not want to leave your boyfriend? Is that what it is? I have to move some of these at night. So we'll see what happens. It's possible we have more in here because I haven't collected eggs yet today. They probably haven't all laid yet. So check that. Oh, we've got 3 in there so far. Nice. See, in this coop, I have some young hens, and they have been laying eggs that are very thin-shelled. So hopefully they'll start, their shells will thicken, and they'll be okay. So anyway, we'll get them all moved. It may have to wait till this evening when they're all roosting, and then we can pull out who we need to pull out and move who we need to move. So I got a shipment from Amazon for my nesting liners. So aspen shaving nesting liners. So we're gonna go put these in with the chickens. Okay, so those look really good. Oh, I wish you could smell them. They smell fantastic. So that is that. We're gonna get a cover on here so that when the chickens roost at night, if they're roosting up above these things, they won't poop on them. So all we're gonna do, I need to get some fresh shavings. We've got a feed bag, and all we've done is we've cut off the bottom and made it all flat. This goes in over top like this. And usually what I like to do is kind of wrap it around the bar like that. They may still roost on this bar, but at least poop isn't going to get into the top of the nesting boxes. Not right now. I think I'll put some in there later. So I do have more chickens that are that do lay, but they're in the newer coop that has nicer nesting boxes, and the shavings don't get kicked out as easily. And so get that shut. So I think I'll wait. Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
We've got all sorts of escapees.
I'll go put these away and then you and me can,
Yeah, we'll wrangle them up. I'm going to go collect the rest of the eggs and I'll be back over. Best laid plans. What we have is we have an excess of roosters.
Where do we put them?
See if you can make a place somewhere. If you need to shift some things around. And the plan is to harvest the excess roosters and put them in freezer camp. But they're not big enough yet. So in the meantime, we don't want them all starting to fight. We don't want them to all start trying to mate with all the hens. And so we are separating them into a rooster posse. Alright. Here we are. Oh, look at all those fun eggs. So on this side, in these ones, you can see shavings stay in there better, and it's funny because they only use the one. There's tons of feathers in this one. Hello! How are you? Anyway. So the shavings don't come out as easily, and So maybe when I go to change the shavings, I'll put the nesting pads in there. But for right now, they are all right just the way they are. And it's like a couple videos ago, I showed you the little nesting boxes I made. And I told you in that video that, well, I had it written in the video that they didn't work. They were too small for these little birds. Even though these guys are little, they still needed some space. I think they might have been too light also, because they were just flipped over. What are you doing, guys? Have you guys been laying eggs? These guys have been laying really good. 3 eggs today. Three baby eggs. They're so little and so cute. Sometimes you'll get a lot of eggs or some regular eggs in the winter if you have chickens coming into laying. 2 of the hens over here are little Silky Yeti, which we thought was a boy. Turns out she's a girl. Hi, Yeti! And our little black one back there, little black cochin, Bandit. They're both coming into laying. So we're getting the legs from them. And they will probably lay all winter long. Which is not normal if they're a little bit older. So, good. Thank you for joining us on today's vlog. It's kind of what it ended up being, because there's not always big projects, but there's always little projects that need to be done on a homestead. So, glad you could join us for all those. And we hope that you will join us again. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Luke chapter 2, verses 8 through 17. And there were in the same country shepherds abiding in the field, keeping watch over their flock by night. And lo, the angel of the Lord came upon them, and the glory of the Lord shone round about them, and they were sore afraid. And the angel said unto them, Fear not, for behold, I bring good tidings of great joy, which shall be to all people. For unto you is born this day in the city of David a Savior, which is Christ the Lord. And this shall be a sign unto you. Ye shall find the babe wrapped in swaddling clothes, lying in a manger. And suddenly there was with the angel a multitude of heavenly hosts, praising God and saying, Glory to God in the highest, and on earth peace, goodwill toward men. And it came to pass, as the angels were gone away from them into heaven, the shepherds said one to another, Let us now go even unto Bethlehem, and see this thing which is come to pass, which the Lord hath made known unto us. And they came with haste, and found Mary and Joseph and the babe lying in a manger. And when they had seen it, they made known abroad the saying which was told them concerning this child.